EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for January 22nd, 2021. For your Friday, we're expecting partly cloudy skies across the region today. There will be, we'll call it variably cloudy this afternoon, though. We have a cold front that's going to be reinforcing front that's going to be moving through later today, and that will touch off a few snow showers in a few spots. Kind of similar to what we had the other day. You could have a heavier squall involved with that as well, and that is going to be mainly during the afternoon hours and early evening. And we can see that here on the high-resolution rapid refresh. We get into the hour-by-hour here starting in the afternoon. And you can see where the cold front is up here. And ahead of that, you're going to have a few snow showers moving across, mainly just the northern and central areas initially, going through the afternoon. So you can see a quick snow shower and perhaps a heavier squall that could quickly whiten the ground in a few spots. And that's going to continue down further southeast, and then we'll come to an end in the early evening hours. So this is just mainly an afternoon and early evening deal from northwest to southeast, and it doesn't make it as far south this time as it did the other day, but there are going to be opportunities for some snow showers scattered across the region. Not everybody is going to see it, but if you do see it, again, you could have a heavier squall mixed in there that could quickly provide poor visibility and quickly whiten the ground in a few spots. But again, the temperatures today are going to be not as warm as yesterday, but we're going to be still milder than average technically. We're going to be in the generally upper 30s for mainly most of the interior, kind of like 37, 38, 39-ish. So anything coming down in the afternoon is probably not going to stick too well unless you get under a really heavier squall that will quickly lower temperatures as it's falling, or if it comes in later in the evening after sunset when we start to get the temperatures fall a little bit. So just keep an eye out for that. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as we saw the other day, however. Behind this system here, we get a reinforcing shot of cold air that I talked about, and we will be partly cloudy and breezy on Saturday. Very cold Saturday. Temperatures are not going to get out of the 20s in many interior locations, and just barely to about the 30-degree mark for even southeastern areas, as we see here on the NAM. Now, I had a really nice image here that my buddy Ray, our drone pilot, he had played around with the Bernie Sanders meme that's been going around viral on the internet. Internet wins again. Yeah, that thing is all over the place. And I had a nice graphic here with this graphic with Bernie Sanders sitting right here, and I couldn't get it to load correctly. So just pretend he's sitting here. But this is the idea where we have highest temperatures during the afternoon. This is during peak heating during the afternoon on Saturday, and you have temperatures here in the 20s for many interior locations and barely near freezing down here in the far southeastern area. So it's going to be a cold day on Saturday. Combine that with the wind gusts that are generally going to be 15 to 25 with some possibly higher gusts in the elevations to 30. We could have some wind chills that are going to be in the single digits and teens during the day. So please do bundle up. Again, the bundle up thing was the appropriate thing for Bernie Sanders if he would have been there. Unfortunately, I'm not too tech savvy with things like that, and I couldn't get it to work today. But you get the general idea. I'm sure you guys are flooded with the Bernie Sanders memes out there right now. There's a ton of them. After we get past this point, we are partly to mostly sunny skies here on Sunday, and then we turn our attention to our next winter storm. Okay, now this is becoming more certain in terms of I don't think it's missing. And I said that yesterday that I was leaning toward that we would have a winter storm to deal with in some capacity early next week in the Monday-Tuesday time frame, but we would narrow down timing as we got a little bit closer in exact areas and who's going to receive what as we get a little bit closer to that. And the reason I do that is if we take a look, I'm going to give you an example here. This is a National Hurricane Center map, cone of uncertainty, and I use Hurricane Sandy here because every good meteorologist has Hurricane Sandy's track in their repertoire here, but this is just to give you an idea. If the storm, it's just like any other storm. This is talking about a hurricane here, but the whole idea here with this cone of uncertainty is the further out you go in time, you see the cone widens, and it's because it's more uncertain track the further out in time you go, and when you get to day 5, it's really wide. Okay, so we're sitting right here right now. Now put this out here somewhere, but this is. The further in time you go, this cone widens. We'd be right about here right now. So it's not quite as wide as up here. We're getting a little bit more certain. And we get to day 3, it'll be a little more certain than that. Day 2, you see what I mean? It's just it's going to be a lot more honed in as we get a lot closer to this storm. And that's what we're starting to do. We're talking about today's Friday. We're talking about this coming in later in the day on Monday. So it's not that far away. Okay, about 3.5 days. So we're getting there. And we're getting some convergence on some solutions here. Here's the European models take today. And again, we are partly to mostly sunny here on Sunday, not nearly as breezy as we're going to be dealing with on Saturday. And so it'll be, temperatures still around freezing, though, or maybe just above here on Sunday. Now, Monday, we're going to have, any morning mix of clouds and sun or everything you have very early in the morning on Sunday will fade behind increasing clouds, and then you have this system moving in toward evening. I think it's going to be either late afternoon or early evening that this comes in. I think it comes in as snow for everybody. This primary low is going to track somewhere into the Ohio Valley, and again, with this cone of uncertainty here, it starts. We'll start it from here. If you went to that cone from there, the range of possibilities of where this primary goes is kind of like this. Okay, see how it widens as we go further in time here. We don't know if it's going to be right in the middle like it's shown here. Not only that, but how far north does it get? There is an eventual block here and confluence to the north. Confluence is just very fast-moving winds up here that are going to keep this from going too far to the north. Okay, so it runs in that block. And once the low pressure gets up in this vicinity up here, it forces redevelopment down to a coastal low somewhere down here near Virginia Beach or thereabout. Okay, and there's a lot of drawing there, but that's the general idea. So it's going to force redevelopment. In this whole time here, though, we're going to have this is going to be taking place over about a 24-hour period. It's a long period of snow. But it's going to come at varying rates. There might even be some lulls in there. Okay, so it's not going to be a constant thing during this entire event. But it does come in as snow initially for just about everywhere, as you can see here. But then in our southern areas here, it's showing a bit of freezing rain here. Now, the new GFS I'm going to show you in a minute is doing the same thing. The new GFS this evening was different, as I showed in the video yesterday. Today it is the same thing as the European model right now. It does not mean it's exactly the way it's going to work out, but you have one area low pressure moving all the way up here close to Pittsburgh or thereabout, and it transfers energy to an offshore low. And as it does so, once that transfer is complete, any of that, say, here's a little bit of a lull here on Tuesday morning, but then you get another batch coming here Tuesday afternoon, and this wraps up Tuesday evening. That's the European model's take. GFS is, again, this is very similar. The GFS comes in very late Monday evening. This is actually looking at 7 p.m. Monday. So you can see multitude of precipitation types here. You get snow to the north, sleet in the middle, and freezing rain to the south. And then you get the snow going here on the north side of that, generally I-78 and north. But just south of there, you got some sleet. This is too close for comfort to decide precipitation types right now. But this is the idea of where the GFS thinks this is going to be. Same general idea with low pressure here transferring to an offshore low. And then you have snow going into Tuesday evening. So it's generally a 24-hour event from Monday evening to Tuesday evening as we're dealing with. But here's the precipitation type breakdown on the GFS. This is where the rain is expected to be from this system. This area here is all the freezing rain, and sleet is in the this yellowish orangish color here. This is where the sleet is. You see it's just south of I-78, it looks like, or along, and it's in south of I-78. And the heaviest snow is just to the north of there. Now, when I say heaviest snow, this is not a tremendous amount of snow. We're talking about upside potential. If everything falls as snow in your particular area, it would be like a 3 to 6, 4 to 8 inch type deal. This is not a repeat of December at all. Okay, so that is probably out the window. But that we're not going to have a big storm out of this. Because it's a double-edged sword. If you wanted a big storm, you'd have to have a stronger primary low. If that primary low is stronger, you're going to invite more warm air aloft in, and you're changing other precipitation types anyway. You're not getting those kind of rates. So either way, if you wanted to stay all snow, you're looking at a bed and in your area, and for more of our area anyway, it would be generally a 3 to 6, 4 to 8 type deal that we're dealing with this type of storm. And then we are back to mostly sunny skies here on Wednesday. There might be another storm coming in here on Thursday, but the evolution of this is quite uncertain right now. It is not necessarily going to play out this way. It's going to be predicated on what Storm 1 does. The storm that we're going to have on Monday into Tuesday, or Monday evening into Tuesday evening, will dictate the path of this. It kind of sets the railroad tracks, so to speak, of what this does. Okay, so it's going to might be a little bit further south this time, and most models are suggesting that, but there could be some more snow or snow showers here in the Thursday evening, Thursday night time frame. Okay, so we'll revisit this with time, but we want to focus on that first system first, and that is the more certain one, and that's going to be in the Monday night through, or Monday evening through Tuesday evening time frame. And the details are going to be worked out over the next couple of days as we get more certainty of who gets what in what areas. Okay, that's going to shift around a little bit. So just stay tuned with the next couple of days, and we'll give you the latest information as we have it. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for January 22nd, 2021. Have a great Friday.